What happens when every mirror in a house reflects someone standing behind us, a presence silent and still, closer than reality should allow, impossible to ignore, yet impossible to confront? Reflections have awakened, shadows have learned to wait, and every glance carries a warning that will never fade. Watch till the end, because number one will make your spine tingle. Every mirror hides someone behind us. The old Crestwood Hotel stood at the edge of town, quiet and worn. Yet it attracted travelers looking for cheap rooms and a touch of history. That night, Ryan, Emily, and Marcus walked down the narrow hallway together, suitcases dragging behind them. The floors creaked under each step, and shadows stretched along the walls in strange angles. Even their laughter could not shake the uneasy feeling that filled the building. Could a place carry memories so deeply that every step echoed with stories no one dared tell?
Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary.
And cut! Wow, thank you. Thank you. It was great. Perfect job. I love when you improvise your head turning back. Thanks. Thanks, everyone. Thanks. Thank you.
Hey! Hello? Hey! Hello? I'm here! Ah! Hey? Hey? Hello? Is this a joke? Are you kidding me?
When they reached their room, something strange appeared in the bathroom mirror. Every reflection showed a faint figure standing behind them, tall and silent, wearing a coat that seemed older than the hotel itself. They turned quickly, and the room remained empty, yet the reflection kept its place. Each glance back into the glass revealed the figure closer than before, watching without moving. Could mirrors reveal moments hidden in time? Or did someone truly linger just beyond perception? Throughout the evening, the presence appeared in every reflective surface they passed. Hallway mirrors, polished elevator doors, and even the small antique mirror in the lounge showed the same figure, standing silently behind them. No one else noticed, yet every glance filled them with unease. Could someone watch without being seen, learning every movement, waiting for a single mistake? Night deepened, and the three huddled in their room, lights dimmed to a soft glow. Marcus suggested the shadows were illusions caused by exhaustion, yet his voice lacked conviction. Emily, unable to resist curiosity, leaned toward the bathroom mirror. The figure leaned slightly forward, heavier than air, its shape sharper in the reflection. Could the eyes behind the glass see into the soul, or did the mind create fear that felt real enough to touch? Sleep avoided them entirely. Every step through the hotel brought anxious glances toward mirrors, hearts pounding with every faint reflection. Ryan recorded each reflection on his phone, hoping for proof. When they reviewed the footage, horror froze them. The figure moved independently, never imitating their actions. It appeared only in reflections, silent and observing, as if it had lived in the building for decades, waiting for anyone curious enough to notice. Later, Emily reached toward the largest mirror, fingertips brushing the cold surface. A hand pressed back, icy and heavy, sending shivers through all three. Marcus stumbled backward, and Ryan felt a rush of fear as the figure leaned forward, its shape clearer, almost smiling. The watcher had been patient, present in every mirror, always observing. Could it cross over if they stayed too long, or was it bound forever to the surface, feeding only on attention? By morning, the friends discussed their night carefully, avoiding alarm. Yet as they packed their bags, the figure lingered in every hallway mirror, as though curious about their departure. It remained a reminder that some reflections hold more than appearances, and some watchers exist only to see what people will do next. From that moment on, Ryan, Emily, and Marcus avoided mirrors whenever possible. Sheets were draped over polished surfaces, reflections were ignored, and glances were kept brief. Still, a question lingered, heavy and persistent. How long could fear be avoided? And what would happen when curiosity finally demanded a look again? The watcher follows, appearing again in every mirror, waiting for attention. The apartment reflection. When Alex, Clara, and Jordan moved into the old Maple Street apartment together, excitement filled every corner. The building had charm, with creaking floors and tall windows that let silver moonlight pour into the rooms at night. The three friends laughed over unpacked boxes and shared memories of past adventures. Yet an uneasy feeling lingered, as if the apartment itself watched silently. Could an empty space hold secrets beyond the ordinary, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself? On the first night, while Alex arranged books in the hallway, Clara and Jordan noticed something strange in the mirror. Every reflection showed a shadow standing behind them. Faint, but unmistakable. When they spun around, the hall remained empty. Heartbeats quickened as they realized the same figure appeared in every mirror, always just behind, always unseen by the naked eye. Could mirrors hold a world unseen, a place where watchers waited for attention to draw them near? However, the next evening, Clara brought snacks while Jordan set up a small lamp in the corner to chase away shadows. Laughter filled the room at first, yet every glance toward the mirrors brought unease. The shadow lingered behind each of them, taller than any person, silent and still, its face always hidden. Several questions were in their minds night after night. The presence in the mirrors grew bolder. Its outline became sharper, the air colder wherever it appeared. Sheets were draped over mirrors and furniture was moved to block reflections, but each morning revealed fallen covers and unblocked glass. Every uncovered mirror brought the same sight, a watcher standing closer than before, always behind them. Could the apartment itself feed on fear? Or was the shadow something older, patient, and alive in a way humans could not understand? Moreover, sleep became impossible as the friends avoided mirrors and whispered warnings to one another. In desperation, Jordan started recording the reflections on his phone, hoping for proof. Reviewing the footage left them frozen in horror. The figure moved independently, never mimicking human actions. It appeared only in the reflections, watching, waiting, as if learning their habits. Could something exist only in glass, aware of every motion, yet unreachable by hand or voice? One evening, curiosity forced them closer. Alex reached for the hallway mirror, fingers brushing the cold surface. Another hand, heavier and colder than ice, pressed back from the other side. Clara gasped, while Jordan stumbled back, hearts pounding, as the shadow leaned forward, a vague smile forming in its reflection. This watcher had waited patiently, present in every mirrored surface, always observing. Could it cross into the room if they lingered too long? Or would it remain trapped, feeding only on attention and fear? By the next morning, the three friends tried to explain sleepless nights and nervousness to each other, carefully avoiding details of the mirrors. Yet even as they passed the hallway, the shadow remained, lingering a heartbeat longer than before. It became clear that some reflections hold more than appearances, and some watchers exist only to see what people will do next. From that day forward, mirrors were avoided whenever possible. Sheets covered every reflective surface. Furniture blocked sightlines, and eyes closed when passing glass doors. Yet the question remained, heavy and persistent. How long could curiosity be resisted? And what would happen when Alex, Clara, and Jordan finally dared to look again? Curiosity leads them home, yet the shadows move silently from one reflection to another. The watcher in every mirror behind us. The old family house on Willow Lane had stood empty for years, its paint peeling and windows dusty. Yet it carried a strange charm. When siblings Mia and Leo decided to stay there for a weekend, hoping to explore childhood memories, they invited their cousin Daniel along. The three of them laughed as they stepped through the creaking front door, unpacking bags and joking about ghosts. Even as sunlight filtered through broken blinds, a chill lingered in the hallways, subtle but impossible to ignore. Could a house remember footsteps and whispers long after everyone left? The first sign appeared in the living room mirror. Every reflection showed a tall figure standing silently behind them, wearing a dark coat that seemed older than the house itself. They spun around, and the room remained empty, still and quiet. Only in the mirror did the watcher exist. Each glance back revealed it closer, as if curiosity had drawn it nearer. Could reflections hold a hidden world, waiting for attention to pull it out of shadow? Unease grew as Mia approached the bathroom mirror that evening. The figure seemed sharper now, heavier, almost tangible in the glass. Leo tried to lighten the mood, joking about tricks of the light, yet even his voice shook. Daniel suggested covering the mirrors, hoping to block the watcher, so they draped sheets over polished surfaces and rearranged furniture. Morning revealed the sheets fallen and the mirrors uncovered, each reflection showing the figure standing patiently behind them. Could the house itself be alive, feeding on attention and fear? Or was this presence something older, waiting for reasons beyond understanding? Night fell, and the three huddled in the kitchen, whispering in low tones. Every hall mirror reflected the same silent figure, always standing behind them, always observing. The sensation of being watched pressed on their nerves like a weight. Driven by desperation, Daniel recorded each mirror with his phone, hoping for proof. Reviewing the footage brought terror rather than relief. The figure moved independently, never copying their gestures. It appeared only in reflections, silent and observing, as if it had lived in the house for decades, waiting for someone curious enough to notice. Could something exist only in reflection, aware of every human action, yet unreachable by hand or voice? Later that night, Mia's curiosity overcame fear. She reached toward the largest mirror, fingertips brushing the icy surface. A hand pressed back, colder and heavier than anything they had felt, sending shivers through all three. Leo stumbled backward, knocking over a chair, while Daniel clutched the edge of the table. The figure leaned forward in the reflection, almost smiling, its presence undeniable. The watcher had been patient, moving silently through every mirror, observing, waiting for acknowledgement. By morning, the house seemed calm, almost peaceful, yet each mirror still reflected the figure behind them. Mia, Leo, and Daniel spoke carefully, avoiding panic in their voices, yet tension lingered in every movement. As they packed to leave, the watcher remained in every hallway mirror, closer than before, aware of their departure. Some reflections hold more than appearances. Some watchers exist only to see what people will do next. Even after leaving the house, the memory of the reflections haunted them. Every time they passed a mirror elsewhere, a shiver ran through their spines, as if the house had imprinted the watcher on their perception. Sheets, rearranged furniture, and careful avoidance could not erase the lingering questions. How long could curiosity be resisted? And what would happen if someone finally stared too long? From that day on, Mia, Leo, and Daniel moved through the world with cautious awareness. Mirrors became objects of tension rather than utility, forcing brief glances and quick movements. Yet questions persisted, heavy and unshakable. What secrets did reflections hide, and could something wait patiently behind every mirror we pass? How many watchers have existed unseen, observing moments they were never meant to witness? Could the world behind glass be closer than anyone dared imagine, waiting for the right person to notice. If that shadow, lurking behind every reflection, made your skin crawl or forced a second glance, celebrate your courage. Hit like and subscribe, and stay near, because the next chilling gaze is already creeping closer. When mirrors seem harmless, beware. For once, a watcher awakens in glass. Every glance becomes a heartbeat. It remembers, and the quiet will never let you feel safe again.